pairing.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Clone Evolution, Lelanders. Holy shit guys, sorry for the late show, but as you can tell, I'm fucking drained. No, not even just physically, actually today emotionally was a pretty draining day as well. Found out one of my good friends is having some pretty serious health problems. I don't think it's related to the thing we're not allowed to talk about. And then what else was there? Oh yeah, then our family dog got hurt and had to go in for surgery. So I was like, holy fuck. Not the dog that lives in our house, but at my brother's house. Yeah, so it was a pretty somber day, and I'm so drained. I only slept a couple hours last night, and I can barely move. My whole body just aches. But we'll see what we can do for the show. Hopefully it'll cheer me up. Hey, Dan Davis, how's it going? Oh yeah, and thanks everyone. We got a new person in the patrons list. I haven't even been able to update them to the list yet because I've been too busy. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do it tomorrow. We actually got snow again, so I don't know. We might actually get tomorrow off. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, and the other shitty draining thing I forgot too is that, yeah, my uncle's not doing well again. So I don't know how we got sick again this time. So that's why I'm always skeptical when people say you catch sicknesses from something. It's like, what happens if you never leave the house? Like, then how are you getting sick, right? And then the only other case would be if they caught it from someone else. But what happens if no one else is sick? And then the whole asymptomatic thing, I guess that's what it could be. Or it was some of the medical procedures that happened recently. Let's hope it's not that. Now, yeah, let's actually hope it is. Maybe it's just some of the side effects that'll go away soon. Let's hope. Yeah, so it was a challenging day. Oh yeah, and then too, today was so fucked up. Like, you know how we have to wear masks at work? You know how fucking awkward that makes it when you're meeting new employees and you've never actually seen their face before? So it's like, yeah, I've been working with people, not even seeing their face half the time. And then when a new employee comes with the same name, I'm always like second guessing. It's like, is this the same person I was just talking to? They have the same name, can't see who they are. So yeah, it's pretty awkward. Yeah, so today I spent the whole day wondering why the guy that I've worked with for years didn't remember me. And it turned out it was just a guy that had the same name. So I thought he was the guy and he didn't remember me, and then it turns out it wasn't even him. So I was like, holy fuck. That was an annoying day at work. I kept wondering like why every time I would talk to him about stuff that was happening before, he didn't remember any of it. And he didn't remember any of our other employees' names. I was like, what happened, man? Why can't you remember anything? It turns out it was just a guy with the same fucking name. It was a really unique name, too. So that's why I was like, there's no way it's someone else with the same name. And then, yeah, it turned out it was. Yeah, that's really fucked up situation. Well, I guess if that's the worst thing that happens, it's not that bad. Yeah, really. Yeah, it was a really awkward shift. I'm like, are you sure you're not this person? He's like, yes, man, I'm sure. I just started working here. I'm like, are you sure? You have the same name. You look very similar. Well, that's the thing. You can't even see what the people look like. I can see your eyes. Your eyes were the same color. Oh, God. What a weird day. Oh, well, let's hope tomorrow's a better day, but I don't think it will be. Shouldn't laugh so bad. That's mean. Come on, I gotta stop being so mean to myself. All right, let's send Shelly some more flowers. She's already in bed. No, good for you, Shelly. I'm glad you're not staying up all night watching the show. It was actually starting to irritate me. I'm like, oh, God. Now I'm ruining kids' school. They're going to be too tired. That's the one thing when adults watch your show, it's like you don't really care. You're like, oh, I can ruin their life. They're already old enough, it doesn't matter. It's like a younger person, you're like, oh, God, now I really feel bad. Sorry, older people. I didn't mean not to care about ruining your lives. I just figure older people know better, right? So, If they can know better, then hey, it's their own prerogative. Yeah, I got to sit back from this monitor. It's way too big. It's like if I sit near it, I can't even see the whole screen. It's like fucking giant, right? It's like, dear God, you don't want to sit with your nose like touching a 32-inch monitor. It's just, it's not 32, 20 something. I don't even remember how many inches it is. I'll have to look it up. All right, so holy shit, 4 viewers and 2 likes. Thanks, everyone. Now, the other thing that made it really awkward is the other guy that I met, that I used to work with, that had the same name. I only met him like once, and it was very briefly, and he was sitting in the back seat of the truck, so I couldn't really see his face most of the time. And then every other time I worked with him was just over like walkie-talkies or cell phones or texting. So I was like, yeah, I worked with him for a whole year, but I only saw him once. So that's why it was so easy to mistake the other guy for him. I was like, what the fuck? It's like, do I remember what he looks like? Yeah. And the bad memory doesn't help either. I'd like to blame it on that, but I don't think it was all that. I blame some of the masks for it. Like right away, if it wasn't for the mask, I would have noticed his face was different right off the bat. But then he had the same name. I was like, and I couldn't see his face. I was like, that's what really threw me a loop. And his voice was kind of similar, but not really. So that kind of made me wonder too. I was like, what? Does he have like a sore throat or something? Why is his voice so different? All right, we unlocked a new level. It's like, why does this worker have a new voice today? For a minute, what I thought it was maybe my brother like playing a prank on me, where it's like he got someone else to like pretend he was the other guy. I was like almost like, man, this is a really long prank. You've let it go on the whole shift, right? Oh man. Now the weirdest funny thing too is I brought some food to give this guy at lunch that I used to work with. So I went to give this guy the food. He's like, oh, thanks. Why are you giving me this? And I'm like, well, I was going to give it to you and I didn't see you, so I figured I'd give it to you later. He's like, I just met you. All right, sorry, I'll try to stop laughing. Jesus. I can just imagine what it's like in other professions, eh? If like just cutting grass is this awkward, can you imagine what it's like for other jobs? Where you actually need to see your employees' faces, know who they are. Oh, man. Nah, today's 420 too, like the title of the show says. And I probably should do something special for 420, but the only thing special I did was like work so much I can barely move. So I don't know if that was a great way to celebrate 420, but hey. Yeah, and then hearing that my friends were having such bad health issues, and it was actually kind of related to smoking, so I was like, holy fuck. What a day to find it out on, right? Like 420. That's when you realize when you're like in your 40s, when a day that comes to celebrate smoking, like your friends aren't doing good health-wise. It sucks. Oh yeah, happy 420, Top Shelf. Thanks. Now, I miss the days when I was like in my 20s and everyone's like, smoking, it'll never get you. No, and technically they don't even know if it really is smoking. There's so many people that really do smoke their whole lives and never die from it, so it's a fucked up situation. Sure as hell doesn't help matters, but I don't know if it really is as deadly as they say. Who knows, maybe it's one of those moderation things. The only thing I could ever do that. As you can tell the way, excuse me, as I record Clone Evolution, moderation is not really one of my strong suits. And just like do an episode back to back every day for like over a year straight. Now, I think the closest I came to missing a recording episode is when the stream failed to upload, or the recording. So I was like, oh, fuck. It can almost seem like I missed a day, but really I didn't miss that day. It just didn't upload properly. Holy shit. Was that the easiest boss battle ever? Did they even attack us? Holy shit. See, now we're starting to get some 140 gear. So it's like, what the fuck? Why would I start souping up? Oh yeah, like that one player in the chat was saying. He's like, yeah, you think it's going to be easy to get that armor? He's like, it's going to take forever. And I'm like, alright. I kind of believe him. This game does take forever a lot. Holy shit, we have that chick for a hero now. Now that's impressive. I was wondering, I'm like, how many of these am I going to beat before they give me a fucking hero that doesn't suck balls? In a good way. Or in a bad way. Alright, so let's see. Did I put that? Yeah. We'll have to keep collecting Abe fragments, because, dear God, we got quite a bit of them. It's so much faster than this guy. I don't know what it was. When it was set to him, it was just so slow. Take like 2 months to collect them. Alright, let's see. Now I'll have to find that other guy that I used to work with and fucking apologize to him, getting him mixed up for the other guy. Fuck. That was one of the... That's probably one of my first senior moments. Jesus. At least, well, yeah, we'll blame it on getting old. That's it. Had nothing to do with anything else. Alright, so... Let's see, 15 out of 50. There we go. Yeah, we got a fair bit of him. Still a ways to go. Oh yeah, I was going to say, man, I seen so much crazy shit on the news today, too, with that court case being finished. I was thinking, dear God, isn't it ironic that they finished the court case on 420? Like, the Canadian government has already tried this move before. When they made that plan with the World Economic Forum to crush all the country with lockdowns, they decided to get everyone high with weed. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll legalize weed. So isn't it fucked when they got this big trial date, all of a sudden they released it, the verdict, on April 20th? It's like, what are the odds that it worked out on that date? I think what they were hoping is everyone would be so high they wouldn't riot, right? Like, they'd be too lazy, they'd be at home eating brownies. Like how the Canadian government's like, yeah, we'll just get everyone so high they never fight back against the dictatorship. Now, obviously, legally, we can't do anything like physically fighting, but there are some politicians that are standing up for our rights. So we got to start maybe getting more involved in that. I don't know if that really will stem the tide. I doubt it, but... Alright, so spin 2 times. Oh, wait, let's see. Yeah, that's what someone was posting in the Discord. I should really give an update on the Discord because there's so much action happening in it. Let's do that. Oh, fuck. Open my email. That's not what I wanted. You know what it is? Like, even at the end of my shift, I kept really making stupid mistakes. It's like whenever I start getting more and more tired, the more and more stupid my mistakes get. Alright, so let's put it here. Yeah, so you gotta be careful when you overwork yourself, right? You start making stupid mistakes. It's how you end up injured, and then the fucking government insurance will just leave you high and dry. But anyways, yeah, so see, these people are putting about all the different shit. Oh yeah, that's some pretty decent gear. All 130s. That's Shelly's alternative account? How the hell did you get that much fucking armor already, Shelly? That's not possible, is it? Is that like Photoshop? There's no way Shelly has that for armor. Dear God. How the hell did she get so much of it? Yeah, she's even smiling. Did she figure out some way to... It must be Photoshop. There's no way. Yeah, see, that's what Machiavelli, or I can't pronounce the name. I might have got it right. I doubt it. But anyways, yeah, he was pointing out that that Casino Royale image is very old and it's probably outdated. But the only thing I would argue with that is we really haven't seen any of the new heroes ever appear on the wheel. So I don't think it's outdated yet. Oh, it says here December 2020. So it's not actually that outdated. It's about a year over. Or oh, wait, yeah, what year are we on? Yeah, we're in 2021 now. So yeah, that's right. I keep losing a year because of the fucking being in jail for a whole year. Or a year and a half. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, that's what's happening with that. And yeah, I wonder how the hell Shelly got that gear. That's gonna bug me. How the hell did you do that, Shelly? Yeah, that's what Top Shelf was saying, that the chart is still accurate. So I was like, yeah, it does seem accurate to me. Someone was just putting that Darius, getting it on the regular wheel, it's like a 2% odds. So you could really burn jewels for days and still not get them. Which is exactly what happened, so. Alright, let's go for Peaceman now. Like, dear God, we've gotten so many heroes. Who will we get next? Oh, we can finally give this a refresh. Oh, that's a really shitty draw, right? That's one of the more shittier ones. Shittiest of the shitty. Oh, we got a brown squirrel. I like that. Ooh, there was some 110. It says that every 1,200 casino tokens, you get a purple. Wow, huh? I don't know. Like, I got quite a few purples recently, so. But I did burn quite a bit, though, as well, so maybe that is why. All right, we got the Vibram tokens. Yes! Oh yeah, does anyone want to know my steps today that completely destroyed me? Well, let's wait till George gets here if he does. He'll be interested in the steps. How many steps did I torture myself with today? Now, at one point I did overdo it on the steps, so I think, yeah, that's probably why I was fucking so much agony by the end there. I could barely fucking move. Yeah, if you want to donate 5, that'd be sick. I couldn't make out what you said for the rest of the part. If I do an entire stream in baby voice, I really should, because, like, I don't know. My voice sucks, I know. It's so hard to understand. Especially when I start laughing all the time. Dear God. Well, I don't know. I think I could do that, but until someone donated more and to be like, hey, turn it back. Then we'll have a donation more. Oh, I could only dream. Now I'll have to try to remember to do a 420 message for the sponsor today. I know I'm going to forget. I should just do it now while I still remember. All right, let's do it now.
Today's 420 special is brought to you by Crack. Crack, it'll fuck you up. Woo! Happy 420!
All right, we're back. Back to the horrible voice. The old man voice. No, I'm not that old yet, but my voice is definitely getting there. I'm using it quick. Hey, Kim Jong Midway! Happy 420, kids! No, I don't mean to say it like that. That sounds awful. No, that's what I was talking about with one of the guys at work today. Finally got to talk to other humans today. That was cool. Not that I can't talk to you guys, but in chat it's a little different. It's where I really got to get Skype going. That'll be the lifesaver for me, I think, mentally, is when I start talking to people on Skype again. Because, yeah, this whole talking in real life, it's nice and all, but it's still risky, right? Like, I feel bad. My uncle's in such rough shape again. I'm thinking, dear God, was just that one bike ride downtown enough for me to become asymptomatic? Sure, hope not. Or hopefully it's just the side effects from that injection, and it'll wear off in a few days again. Holy shit, this team is only at 4 million? Think we could beat them? I just look at their heroes and say, no way. Especially that guy. Well, let's try. Hey, Kaminsky's message got retracted? Oh, okay. I thought it said restricted for a sec. Yeah, so did anyone else actually have a good 420 today? I was thinking today was one of those 420s where it was almost like a horrible, horrible day. Now I imagine everyone watching that court case was really happy. I was kind of surprised about that. I was like, so many people on my friends list seem to be following that court case. I was like, man, weird murders like that, or yeah, I guess technically it is a murder now. Murders like that happen pretty often. So, well, I guess because it had such a big impact. Yeah, so people are like all over Facebook jumping for joy. And I kind of like wonder about that. It's like when you start seeing the masses jump for joy, isn't that usually the first sign? You're like, oh fuck, everyone's happy. Something's not right here. Oh yeah, that was the other thing we were talking about the other day on the episode. Remember what I was saying, that the Metal Ox year was going to happen? And there's going to be sacrifices? Well, all over the news today, they keep calling the verdict a sacrifice. I was like, what the fuck? Why are they calling it a sacrifice? Maybe it has something to do with that whole Metal Ox thing. I really did start to believe that people were going to start seeing those sacrifice signs. So the only other bigger sacrifice I could think is if that guy ends up getting the death penalty or something, but I don't know if that's possible. I know someone was telling me that if he did get charged that he was facing the death penalty, but I didn't look it up to see if it was true. No, I hope we don't see too many more sacrifices because, man, sure, sacrifice is needed to achieve like certain gains, but man, I fucking hate sacrificing. I can't imagine the old days where they had to do sacrifices all the time. You're like, what the fuck? What kind of life is this? Alright, so for today's bowl for 420, I'm going to do a bowl. Oh shit! I never even realized. I got some really good weed that I was saving for a special occasion. And I was like, fuck man, today's 420, I should use it. Excuse me. Now I'm putting a drip of just Rick Simpson oil someone gave me. And some hash. Someone also gave me, but I don't think it's as good as the OSC hash. I'll have to try that sometime. No, the government has their own brands of hash now. And normally the government stuff is really good, so if they have hash, it probably should be good. It's like, back in my day, we used to buy drugs from gangs. Now we can just get them from the government. Holy shit, 4 viewers, 6 likes. See if we can make it up to 420 likes. I'm just kidding. If we manage that, I would shit my pants on the air. I'm just kidding. I better not tempt anyone. Alright, so for today's episode, what else are we... Oh, fuck, are we getting our asses whooped this round? Didn't we just destroy them last time? What happened? Fuck, man, there we go. Now it's looking better. 3 versus 3. I like the sounds of that. No, so if anyone's wondering about the latest demonstration video I was working on editing, I don't even know if I'm going to release that video. I might. We'll see. I think I'll let the political situation cool down a little. No, I don't want to get anyone in trouble too. I was thinking, dear God, if I release that video, it's just going to frame people for being at the demonstration. And I know technically they were exercising. So that's what I don't get. The one rule that they put in our government's rule book for these whole restrictions is that if you're exercising, you're fine. I was like, isn't almost like anything technically exercising? Like even walking, standing is fucking exercise, for God's sakes. Talking is exercise. It's like, well, what exactly clarifies as exercise? You have to be burning a certain amount of calories? Like, hey man, you're not quite reaching enough reps there. Holy fuck, we lost this battle. Oh, fucking piece of shit. Oh, we won, yes. Dear God, why was I cursing that we lost? I was even gonna hit the boo button. Doop, doop, doop. Yeah, the real Super Bowl day. Oh yeah, Super Bowl. I was wondering what the hell you're talking about. I'm like, oh yeah, bowls of weed. Sorry, I'm a little slow. Hey, at least I caught that one pretty quick, actually. It almost flew right over my head. It's almost as bad as me working with an employee and thinking he was someone else the whole day. Oh man, that was terrible. Thank God someone clarified it to me like after work, because that would have bugged me the whole night. I would have been like, what the fuck? How did that guy act so different today? The funniest part I should have realized right away is their personality types are almost identical, or almost complete opposite. So I was like, holy shit, this guy's like the complete opposite of the other guy with the same name. So I should have realized right off the bat. But for some reason, I just kept thinking it has to be a prank. There's no way someone has the same name and it's a different person. Even he said it too. Like when I was asking, I'm like, well, maybe we had another guy that was the same name as you. And he's like, what is the odds of that? And I'm like, yeah, like really. No, I wish he was a hot chick. That would have been a wonderful surprise. Yeah, when's my birthday? My birthday doesn't come up till, oh yeah, December 2nd. No, so we did do a birthday show last year. I can't remember what happened in it, to be honest. I think the show was a bit, or was it even live then? I can't remember. No, for quite a while I actually did the show just pre-recorded because I was having issues with my internet. And then I was like, oh, I finally got the internet working again, so I was able to do live streaming. Oh yeah, and it was Suki. She was the one who encouraged me to do it. She's like, yo, stop doing recorded, do a live stream. No, back when I used to do recordings, it was way worse in a way because I'd have no one to talk to, so I'd end up just ranting on horrible topics. Now, some days I must think like going back into those episodes in the archive must have been like a totally different show. Now, some people like the angry rants. I'll probably do those on BitChute someday. If I can handle it. I'm starting to think like health-wise, it's not really good to go on those angry rants. It's only a matter of time before you get fucking ulcers or your hair falls out. Too late for that. Alright, let's maneuver some shit around here. Yeah, it looks better. Yeah, Rock God. That's funny. I don't even remember making Rock God. I briefly remember it a little bit, but very, very late. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, hey, maybe he'll be a good fighter for my team. And I used to think that with every hero. I'm like, I got to test this hero out, see if there's actually some hidden power here. It's like, no, there's no hidden power, just hidden bullshit. Or bullshit right in the open. No, some of my older friends, like my age or older, started to post that this was like some of the first 420s that they actually didn't do weed the whole day, or at least cut back on it. I don't know. I was thinking that was for me for quite a while, but it happened to me in my 30s. My 30s when I started to experiment with sobriety. Go on like 4 or 5 month binges, just nothing. No weed, no booze, nothing for like 6 months. Now you gotta be careful of those sobriety binges. Dear God. One time I almost joined the army. Another time I almost fucking got married. It's like, dear God. It's a nightmare. That's always sounded like when they never want soldiers to do weed, because most soldiers who do weed would be like, fuck that shit, man. I'm not shooting someone. I'm gonna go smoke a joint. Gonna eat some brownies. Now, my one friend that was in the army, he was telling me that that was some of their training that they used to have to do, was just yell kill back to back to back. I was like, really? They make you make death chants? That's pretty fucked up, right? I think they said it was something to do with they actually have to teach you that it's okay to kill people. It's like a lot of people are sort of programmed that that's not okay. Yeah, I should hope so. No, it really sucks. They were doing some work in my room today on the furnace lines, and fucking dust just went everywhere. So now my keyboard, my mouse, all my fucking shit is just loaded with ceiling dust. So those damn office ceiling tiles. Fuck, I sure hope it doesn't fry anything. Oh, for fuck's sakes, man. I just looked at my new computer. It's loaded with the ceiling tile fucking dust. Oh my God, how am I going to clean that out of the computer? Has anyone got any ideas? I wish George Washington was here. He knows good tech support stuff. If there happened to be someone working in your room and they fucking filled your computer with dust, like what am I going to have to do? Try to vacuum the shit out? Oh, it's like all over the chips and everything, man. Fuck. What a piss off, man. I really wish they would have just put something over my computer. That's the one thing with this computer. I was looking at that. I'm like, oh fuck, it has a giant vent on the top. If anything goes to fall in the computer, it'll just go right in it. So yeah, that's what happened. Fucking dust fell and went right in it. Fuck. Oh well, you know what I was watching? I shouldn't say it's funny. It's tragic. Well, not tragic. It's a shame. One of my favorite, well, previous favorite YouTubers. He was actually one of the guys that helped me get through my concussion rehab, because he was doing a show about people having really bad health problems. So when I watched it, I was like able to relate. So anyways, he went on a trip to the US, which I thought was kind of funny, because like here in Canada, we can't even travel to our next door neighbor's house. Meanwhile, people are traveling to the States from all over the world. They're living their lives like nothing's changed. Except for in Canada, we're like in a fucking prison, but no. Anyways, yeah, so that's what happened. Oh yeah. Here he is traveling from another country, and he comes to the States, and guess what happened? He's bragging all the time that his diet, I won't mention any names, because I don't want to piss him off. He is a pretty cool guy. A little bit weird, but that's one of the reasons I like him. Can relate. But no, anyway, so this guy, he travels to the US and he goes to do this giant meetup. Which right away I was thinking, you're going to do a meetup during a fucking pandemic? Like, man, this guy is really weird. So I'm like, already you're starting to generate a whole bunch of bad karma. Well, I shouldn't say karma, but kind of like a jinx. So anyways, what happened was he went to the gas station. He put his camera gear down so that he could fill up his car or something. I can't remember how he explained it. And then he said what happened was is they got in the car and he left all the camera gear on top of the vehicle. Then they drove off. So he said he lost like thousands of dollars in camera gear. And now he has no way to do any of his shows anymore. So I was like, oh man, that really sucks. Yeah, but the whole time he was bragging that he has like a superior diet and that he's like invincible. And I was like, well, that's what happens when you start claiming you're like God status, right? And you like dig a hole for yourself to fall in. Yeah, so poor guy. Hopefully he gets his camera back. I feel bad for him. That would really suck. I know I have the bad memory issue, so I would totally forget it on the roof. That's one of the main reasons now, I shouldn't even jinx it. When I go to put stuff down, I really just don't put it down. Because I know if I put it down, I'll forget it. Even if it's in my hand, I'll forget it half the time. So yeah, well, a lot of cases now, I'm like, fuck it, I just can't put it down, or it's gone. Yeah, that's one of the weird things, right? To try to claim that you found the perfect diet and it makes your health perfect. Then it's like, well, then if you get any health problems, all of a sudden people are going to jump on you, be like, hey, your diet wasn't so perfect after all, was it? Yeah, making Uncle Joe. He was a good hero. Like, I know people used to make fun of me using Uncle Joe, but man, his freeze worked so good that a lot of times the enemy team was just frozen all the time. So it's like, isn't that a good ability to have the whole other team frozen? And then you can just beat on them? Pardon the pun. Holy shit, 3 viewers and 7 likes. Thanks, everyone. I think some people are switching accounts to help get the likes up. Oh, God, I gotta stop giving away the tricks of YouTube. No, sadly, my demonstration video that had 1,500 likes within like 8 hours ended up dropping down to like 500 likes, and it never recouped. So wherever that extra 1,000 views came from, YouTube determined was illegitimate. Or they just took them away for some reason and they just don't show them. I don't know what happened. So I'm not going to be like one of those people that's going to make a big stink about it, but I was like, just remember that if you guys ever start up a YouTube channel, it's weird. Not only can they take away your subscribers, but they can just take away your views. So I don't know how that works, but yeah, you can see all your views vanish. It's fucked up. And the weirdest part too is I really did share the link in a page that had thousands of people that were clicking on all the likes or all the links. So it's like if like 1,000 people clicked it, it actually made sense because it was in a place where thousands of people do click shit. I was surprised they allowed my content on it too, because normally when I put shit in there, they just take it away right away. Like, oh, we don't want you to get those 1,000 likes or views. No, my material does need to improve, so I'm going to keep working on that. We got to get the like ratio higher. As much as I like to joke about not caring if the like ratio is higher, sometimes it does actually bother me because I'm like, fuck, man, it's true. People aren't just like making up dislikes for no reason. There is room for improvement. That's one of the... Holy shit, George Washington joined and he donated $1 for the 420 special. And it shows it on the screen. Yeah. Woo! Shit. No, are you doing okay, George? I seen that shit there. I wasn't sure what to say. Oh yeah, I was going to mention it to George earlier when he wasn't here. Oh yeah, how many steps I got today. We made it up to 29,000 steps. We had 4,800 calories burned. Holy shit. And I walked 22 kilometers. So yeah, walking 22 kilometers a day is pretty good. The only problem is my body is almost dead. So I got to find a happier medium there. Yeah, thanks George, I appreciate it. No, today was actually one of the first days in ages I actually got a normal work shift. So it feels like I'm raking in the money. Got real hours in and super chats. So you never know, I'll be out of my mom's basement before I turn 50. You just wait. You wait. I hope you won't be waiting so much longer. Now I have a feeling like so many goals that I've set in my life, I'm just going to have to readjust. They're not going to happen. Yeah, that's the one thing in life. Try not to always break when your goals don't achieve, right? You can always adjust those goals, bend them a little bit. Yeah, Kaminsky's got a good idea there too, that I got to set up my other social media accounts. So far I have, except, let's see, which ones am I missing on there? I got Instagram, yeah, I got that one. Twitter I got also. The problem with Instagram and Twitter is, yeah, I shouldn't say that no one ever checks it. I do share it, sometimes people check it. It's just I often get drawn to the ones where I get the most responses from. It's kind of like all the shit rolls downhill. People are attracted to the path of least resistance. Yeah, so that's why I've been doing the main ones. And a lot of those ones also, oh wait, I shouldn't say those ones. I was going to say those ones are the ones with the self-promotion issues, but no, those are the ones that allow self-promotion. So yeah, I probably should be using those instead. Yeah, it's a good idea. No, I think really what's going to happen is when I get a decent, I don't know, 4 or 5 travel vlogs done, like really I am still at just the beginning stage. I haven't even made one complete yet. I got one half complete a few times. So well, yeah, we'll see if I can finish a full complete travel video and then I'll start advertising. Because really I don't have that much unique content to really bother sharing at this point. Because I know Clone Evolution is a pretty like click community, right? There's not a whole bunch of people that are really just going to start playing it. That's the one thing they tell you like in business school, is sometimes people try to like pump out lots of money into marketing and then they don't realize that the target market they're shooting for, they've already like tapped out. So it's like you can only advertise into a market so much before like really you've reached everyone that's going to come over. I noticed that when it comes to making new videos for like a new game or something, it's like sometimes I'll make a tutorial for a new game and I'm like, that tutorial video is going to top like 50,000 views, and then every episode I make after that tutorial, sort of like Clone Evolution, it's just going to be like 100. So really you kind of max out the amount of views you're going to make from a new game right away as soon as you finish the tutorial. And then after that, it's hard to really to maintain that 50,000. I don't know, I could check like on my Clone Evolution videos. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Like one big one has like 50,000 views and the next biggest is like 100. That was kind of like my Ancient Mystery videos too. I did one podcast with Billy Carson, huge celebrity, and it got fucking crazy views, like 50,000. So it's like, holy shit. But then a lot of the other ones, yeah, when you're dealing with guests that don't have as giant audiences, you can't really expect like 50,000 people to just tune in again. It would have been nice if that's how it worked. But sometimes viewers just follow guests around, right? So that's why it's a good idea to try to get as many wide variety of guests, because you'll start to see viewers that maybe some of them will subscribe because they liked it when they were on the show as much. Right, 93. Yeah, those foot people. Now it's funny, when I used to work in the shoe business, I actually met people that would admit to that. They're like, yeah, we've got a foot fetish. I'm like, ooh. It's like, okay, to each their own. I'm sure I'll have something that's worse. Whew. Nah, I have to think my worst is probably boobs. I'm kind of obsessed with boobs. Not that any of my viewers would be surprised. No, my Entropia stream's the worst for that. There's so many things in that game that remind me of boobs. Alright, so let's see. Can we beat Trump this time? I doubt it. It'd be sweet if we did. We could celebrate 420 with a Trump victory. Holy shit, George sent a hot dog. Thanks, man. Oh, and a $1.49. Yeah, that's sweet. Alright, yeah, that screen is actually showing it to me more live than the other one. That's good. You know what happened before? I was looking at the YouTube version. The YouTube version has like a couple seconds delay. So at least when I watch the live version, I don't have that delay. Food for thought. That is a good one. Yeah, I was thinking it was good when I was working my ass and so sore today. When I finished eating supper, I was really like, my stomach had shrank. And I was sore, so I'm like, oh, I'm so sore I don't even want to eat. I was like, finally. That's a good way to lose weight. Be so sore that you don't even want to eat. That's the ticket. Pain. Oh yeah, the George Washington Super Chat just showed up on the screen. It's funny how there was a little delay on that, eh? That's pretty good though, because that way we'll have two. Let's do a big cheer for George and his food for thought. Now, here what I have is the container of Hexo and one nug left of Atlantis. I saved it from like months ago. Wanted to see how it would age. Oh my god, it smells just like the day I sealed it. Why can't my weed age like this? Man, I thought these containers would be good to conceal the smell. Like it's like a government weed container. It says Atlantis. Atlantis. Excuse me. No, but when I went to put my weed in it, it fucking reeked. I was like, dear God, this container doesn't seal the smell. Not at all. I doubt it's even airtight. Yeah, let's get out of these battles. I've had enough of that shit. Alright, so what was the issue? We got to the casino token spins, but we ran out. Was that what it was? How much more did we need? Should we go for the extra Vibram tokens? Holy fuck, we have to double the amount of tokens, points we have? Man, that's crazy. I don't know. Think we could go for it? I don't know. See how many we can actually buy. Make sure to actually buy the tokens this time, for God's sakes. Remember that one time I didn't buy the tokens? I bought something else. Oh yeah, I bought the purple frags by accident. And I was like, oh fuck, what a waste of money. But then I think they gave me a whole bunch of arena girls, so it wasn't too bad. I was like, oh, I fucked up big time, but it kind of paid off. So that's what I was thinking. Sometimes in life, don't always look at the fuck-ups as something that's terrible. Sometimes the fuck-ups are actually blessings in disguise. It's fucked up. It happens so often, it makes me wonder. I'm like, every time something bad happens, I'm like, oh, this could be good. It's really how you gotta look at it. Man, if you start getting down the dumps, it's contagious. Can never shake it. Alright, let's try the casino spins. See what we can do. Come on, casino. Fuck, this isn't going to be enough. We're going to have to use the gold ones. Holy shit, they gave us that guy. What do you know, huh? Now I'm thinking I should use the gold ones. We'll spend a few jewels, try our luck with changing that wheel. I should have been using the jewels to do that the whole time instead of wasting them on this one. I'll remember that. Never. Oh yeah, that's the fucking mistake I made before, and I said I would never do it again, and then I did it again. So hopefully this will be the third time. I won't do it again. Fuck, I hope. There's Darius. What do you know, ho? There he is. Should I go for Darius? Let's do it. Alright, so George is going on a trip out of town. Make sure you have a safe trip, man. I don't know, these other heroes suck, though. Yeah, let's do it. If we get the Darius, it's good, right? So... Or wait, is it? Were we going to use the Darius? I think. Yeah, let's do it. Oh wait, no, I said I couldn't because of that other thing, remember? I was like, wait a minute, I can't use Darius because I had other heroes that were going to require his pieces. Yeah, because he needs the gold him. Huh. Yeah, I can't really back out of going for Darius now, can I? Can I? God, I wanted this guy on our team. But we're going to need the gold Darius, right? Fuck. Right, so maybe what I should do, like the other viewers were saying, I can't really make two healers, because if I do, my team's just going to suck. Because then I'll just be healing, and we won't be doing any damage. So maybe that isn't the right route to go, right? Like, I can't really... Dear God, man, that's so many Sunstar heroes that it eats up to make him, too, right? Alright, let's try our spins for Darius. If we get the Darius, maybe I will make the Monkey King. We'll see. Is that what his name is?
My scorpions are
Scorpion
hungry.
King. I don't know why I thought he was a monkey. Oh yeah, I thought that was a tail. Yeah. The Monkey King. Alright, let's try our luck. See if we can hit the Darius. Let's try our 420 luck. Failed for peace, man. Ooh, it got us one of these rewards, though. Ooh, two of them. Fucking A. Alright, this went up faster than I thought. I shouldn't jinx it, but... That's what she said. Yeah, I couldn't let that one pass me by. Alright, so there we go. Oh, fuck, man. The hell. I was like, give us one hero. None heroes. None. None. Oh, fuck. They really gave us nothing, right? Let's go check. Make sure we didn't use up everything we needed. What the fuck? That really didn't go up hardly at all, right? Oh yeah, it's because it's only going up by 10 each pull, that's why. Man. Oh, we got that useless one. But it's better than nothing. Is it? Oh, a red scroll. At least it wasn't all garbage. We got a red scroll and that hero. Jack fragment is what they call good luck. Man. Yeah, so sounds like an excitement though. At least you get to go out of town, right? See new places. Fuck, man, it's so illegal where I live right now. Well, unless you're going for business. So that's a weird thing too. When they say that you're only allowed to travel for business, well, what happens if someone just like starts a business then? Like, I'll make my business whatever I want it to be, and then I can travel. That's kind of a fucked up rule, right? You can only go for business. I think they're just wanting to give fines out. So if they pull you over and you say the wrong thing, you can get a fine. Yeah, have you ever seen those things in exercise class or gym class where they give you grip strength? So you can just grip it and it's exercise. So can you get one of those for driving? So you can, anywhere you're driving, you can be like, "What are you doing, sir?" "I'm exercising." It's like, "No, you're not." It's like, "Yeah, actually I am." It's like, "That doesn't count." It's like, "Really? What counts?" Nah, I shouldn't be giving legal loopholes. I know the police already have a hard enough job, especially after today's situation. Yeah, so hopefully all the police and all the people can work out their situations and we'll get back to normal in more than one way. All right. I don't know, last time I was in the US, I guess, wasn't only a few years ago. It really didn't seem that bad. People were saying that the US was that bad. But it seemed pretty peaceful, I thought. I was at a heavy tourist destination, so that could be it, but no, my last trip to the US, who knows if it'll actually be my last trip ever, because I'm not into the whole plane thing much, and normally when I travel across the border, I just go by land, because they're usually a little bit less strict. Still need a passport, but some cases they actually let you cross with just ID. Which I thought was pretty wild. Hey, that guy's actually good enough for missions now. No, last time I went, I was at Niagara Falls, and we went to, I think it's called Seneca Casino or something. I was up like $50 and then had a big failure. But only lost, like, I don't know, I guess around $50, so it wasn't too bad. Almost got stranded in the States though without any ID, because the bus almost left without me. No, I think if it wasn't for them noticing that my ID was on the bus, they probably would have just left. They're like, "Oh fuck, if we leave this guy with no ID, he's gonna be screwed, right?" I'd have to go look for the embassy or something. I should have really looked that up before you go to another country. It's like, where's the embassy? Just in case shit hits the fan. Alright, daily tasks. Instead of going in circles, let's see where we're going. Alright, expedition. We are going on an expedition. Holy fuck. Let's put that hero there. Holy shit. 3 viewers and 8 likes. Thanks, everyone. No, it's saying for my chat, revenue total today has reached 248. I'm not sure if that's Canadian or US, but either way, it's really cool. So, thanks, everyone. Yeah, let's give a shout out to everyone in the chat now while I remember too. Thinking with 420 here today, I better do everything while I can remember. Yeah, we're at the hour mark already. Holy shit. Oh yeah, and I fucking gotta wake up super early for work. So yeah, we're gonna have to, can't do this too late tonight. Alright, Kaminsky, Dan Davis. Oh, Dan Davis nearly made it first. But Kaminsky beat him by like a few seconds, I guess. Isn't that annoying when you type first? And then it comes in second. Yeah, top shelf. Awkward. Oh yeah, that was when I forgot the guy's name at work today. Or got him mixed up with someone else who had the same name. Which I thought was kind of funny, because all of our employees have either one name or the other. It's like, so many employees, and they all have two names. Thank God everyone's not named Dan. I'd be like, oh fuck, the Dans continue. Damned if we do, damned if we don't. Yeah, so I guess this episode too, I should give a shout out to everyone who's going through health battles. Dear God, even without the virus, I know so many people that are battling shit, even our dog going through surgery. Apparently the dog's surgery went well though. He just had to get something fixed with his leg, so it wasn't, I don't think, too life-threatening. Yeah, so it'd be nice if the dog's able to walk again in a few days, or however long it takes dogs to heal. Now I can just imagine the vet bill. So man, my brother is probably hurting from that. Alright, so let's go up to top shelf. The awkward 420 celebration. Kaminsky. Top shelf, Kaminsky. Top shelf, Kim Jong Midway. Kim Jong. Kim Jong. Kim Jong. Now I want to see more from Korea and their politicians, because after I seen Kim Jong's sister, I was like, ooh, starting to get interested in politics again. And let's see. Yeah, here all these years, I never heard he had a sister. All right, George Washington. Oh yeah, George Washington made it with the shit. He is the shit, or his comment was the shit. First donation of the day. Yeah, and of the best day of the year. Nah. It's also someone else's birthday that Suki's celebrating. Not to make fun of Suki. I don't know, it's her name. I'm just repeating it. Alright, so anyways, George Washington. Now, I'm pretty sure she was hoping to get a clip of me reading that, but she hasn't succeeded yet. Yet. Had some close calls. Now, as soon as I heard people saying that they wanted to see my OnlyFans, I was like, okay, there's got to be an ulterior motive here. No one's ever said that before. Oh, really? Jacob just joined the chat, and he says that Kim Jong's sister is actually supposed to be even harsher. Well, that's the thing. Like, Kim Jong is funny. That he hangs out with Dennis Rodman and stuff, so I don't know how harsh he really is, other than he probably has a fucking really hard job. Can you imagine trying to lead North Korea? Especially when you're facing like so many weird countries like the States and China, they'll just totally fuck them over. So like, man, even if you're fucked on your own, maybe it's not as being bad by being fucked as everyone else, or by everyone else. Now, I just think to like the North Korea, what was it, the travel episode that I watched where some Canadian travelers were allowed to go. And people were saying, oh, they just escorted them around and there was actually a way lot worse conditions than they saw. And I'm sure that's the case. Like, if you gave anyone a tour of your city, are you going to show them like the back alleys, or are you going to show them somewhere nice, right? So I don't think that they were actually going to show the back alleys at any point, so I'm not surprised that they showed the nice parts. Yeah, but North Korea does have surprising a lot of nice parts. How much poverty they have, that's probably the big question. And I wonder too if they have to wait in line for food. It's like I always hear about that, but how often is it true? Are they really waiting for line for food, or is it like only specific foods? Like, God, we wait in line for food in this country. Every time there's a fucking ice cream place that has good ice cream, There's a line up for fucking 2 hours, 3 hours, just to get some fucking ice cream. Now, I'm not saying North Korea is a paradise, but I often wonder when we hear how bad a place is. We're usually hearing it from our media, and I really don't believe our media as far as I could throw them. Now, the media doesn't always lie, but dear God, it's pretty rare, right? Yeah, Canada had 2 major announcements today. I think they announced them because of the whole court situation. You know, that whole distraction technique. They're like, holy fuck, if some country's got really bad news, maybe we should share our bad news and it'll get drowned out by the other bad news because it's so much worse. Or technically it's good news for a lot of people. But yeah, so Canada's government announced today that the scientists, they said that they didn't need to lock down. So that the government has to stop lying and said that the science supported it. They're like, the government scientists, they said no, that they didn't need to lock down. So it's like, ooh, that's a pretty big announcement, right? Like here the government had been going on about science and how to prove that they needed the lockdowns. And it turned out even their own scientists said no. I was like, aha, busted. So that was one fucking lie that managed to get swept in with the other stories on the news today. Yeah, what was the other big one? Oh yeah, the other thing too is our government kept trying to blame the companies that are administering the new product that everyone has to take to get human rights back. But anyways, yeah, so they were blaming the company, saying that, oh, they're taking so long. That's the problem, like it's their fault, their shipments are late or whatever. So then the companies, they didn't say anything for a while. And I was kind of curious, like when are they going to stand up for themselves? So they did, and guess what the company said? They showed, hey, we got the receipt showing you the shipping date right on it, and it's exactly what we said it was the whole time. We didn't once lie about it. So it was actually the government. The government made up a story about how they didn't ship on time. So it turns out they did ship on time. So I was like, what the fuck? Here this whole time they've been saying that the lockdowns were science and that the companies weren't getting their product here because it wasn't on time. And meanwhile, both of those stories were false. So I was like, man, the government's on like a roll of sweeping stories under the rug today. I wonder what other stories they tried. Yeah, it reminds me of September 11th, if anyone's old enough to remember that. Yeah, that was the day, or I think it was the day before or the same day, that the Pentagon announced that they lost something like $1 trillion or something. So I was like, holy fuck, that was a pretty good story that got swept under the rug as September 11th. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, we lost $1 trillion. Look at that plane. It's like, oh fuck. Yeah, I can't remember if it was $1 trillion or how much they lost, but it was a big amount. I think it was Donald Rumsfeld. He was the one that had to announce it. Someone like that. Now, it would have been neat to actually go on a trip to travel into North Korea one day, if that was allowed. The only weird thing on that travel trip to North Korea that they did that I thought was kind of gross is they went to a beach and they found these clams or oysters, like whatever's in those shells. Yeah, I guess it'd be oysters. So they go to eat the oysters on the beach, and then the guys are like, oh, you have to cook these kind of oysters, right? So they're like, okay, we'll cook them. And they're like, well, what kind of fire are we going to cook them on? They cooked them on a gasoline fire. I was like, that's kind of nasty, right? Like, wouldn't it taste like gas? Like, normally when you have a barbecue, like you use propane or something, you're like, ooh, the propane tastes good. Or you'll use like charcoal and you'll be like, oh, the charcoal tastes good. Or you'll like use like cherry wood, smoke it, be like, oh, it tastes good. But who like uses gasoline and be like, ooh, it tastes like gas. I like that. Yeah, so to each their own, but I don't know, cooking with gasoline, that seemed weird. I don't know if it was like a lack of firewood around or what it was. Maybe they're just lazy, right? They're like, oh, we're only cooking for Canadians here, right? So we don't want to bother carrying some wood. We'll just bring some gas. We'll throw the gas on the sand, light it up, and we'll cook the food on it. Maybe it's because gasoline's so cheap there. I don't know what it is. Yeah, that must be. If gasoline was super cheap, you'd be like, hey, why don't I just cook all my food with it, right? Yeah, so that one part of that trip, that seemed a little suspicious. It's like, why the hell do they cook their food with gasoline? It wasn't even like it was like just to get the fire started. It was literally like just pour gas. Big pool of it and cook your food off of it. I didn't even know that was an option, really. No, I shouldn't be bashing it. Maybe it tastes really good and I've never even tried it. Who would have thought that you could cook food with gasoline? Oh yeah, and the other weird part about the oysters, they're like, oh, you're so lucky you made it here this week. And they're like, what do you mean this week? They're like, oh, they're like, next week, these oysters become poisonous because of the oyster's life cycle. Once they reach a certain age, they become poison. And then he's like, how much a week? It's like, holy fuck. Yeah, I guess that was close. Can you imagine eating those after? I'd be like, oh God, why didn't we just eat bread or something? Should have just ate the bread. Be like, oh, sorry, I'm going vegan this week. Yeah, I guess I should have some pretty good 420 stories. I'm trying to think, what the hell did I ever do for 420 other than sit around and play video games and get baked? That's how I was thinking. So many people are like, yeah, I want to do something better for 420 other than just doing nothing. It's like you do nothing all the time already. It's like, let's celebrate it by doing nothing. Now, these days, we're really not even allowed to do anything in Canada, so it'll be interesting once we're allowed again. I'm still so socially awkward towards other people and crowds that I don't know if I'll even be able to go back to normal. We'll see. Let's hope. I was thinking really one day I'd like to go to a convention again, but I don't know if I'll be able to take that kind of crowd. Oh man. I thought for a second we were going to win this battle. It's not looking good anymore. Oh, we won it. Yes. Holy shit, that was the gold chest battle too. I can't believe it. I did the cheer not even realizing. Yeah. Alright, yeah, 10 o'clock. I really got to wake up for work in like 5-6 hours, so I better wrap this up. We got our gold chest. Did we beat all the other daily expeditions? We gave the viewers a readout in the chat. Oh yeah, and a big shout out to Jacob Menzies too. Excuse me. He gets his own chat because he logged in later. Or his own applause. Not that I think everyone should log in late. Alright, so let's consume some heroes, finish off what we got left to do for today's episode. Did I already clone them? I think I did, yeah. I just forgot to consume them. Alright, let's get her stronger. Yes. Holy shit, I'm at level 196? Dear God, we're getting so close to 200. I thought for sure by 200 we'd have that next red. Still, we do not. Game is really holding out. Alright, so we're going to have to wait to do the tavern task, complete ordinary clones, complete arena challenges. Still, I can't stop thinking about mixing up that guy at work. That's probably going to bug me for like months. Like, oh god, that was my worst, dumbest mistake yet. I'll top it in no time. We'll have to top it soon. Ah, fuck. Lost the first battle. Victory for the second. Victory for the third. Yes. Alright, so we finished another of the tasks. Claim monthlies, ordinary clone. Should we do the ordinary? Nah, we'll come back and do it when we collect the tavern. Alright, so that's everything for today. Let's go do few more battles in the dungeon while we get the rest of the stuff covered. We'll defeat the dungeon. No, we're not going to defeat it. We'll try though. Yeah, let's give that a try. Yeah, so I hope everyone had a good 420. Let's give a good shout out to all the the patrons list. No, to be honest, I have a whole other person to add onto the patron list, so I'll have to update it soon. And yeah, I'm trying to do that soon. But as you can tell, I'm like getting black eyes because I'm so tired. I really need to get some sleep. So thanks everyone who tuned in for the 420 show, even though I was half asleep for most of the episode. Right, Suki, Jim. Oh yeah, Jim, Ray, and Travis. Dear God, let's get something right today. Right, so patrons, really appreciate it. Yeah, the patrons plan start at just $1 a month. Right, let's see. Second PC, center screen, there it is. I'll just randomly click every screen till I get it. Alright, let's go to... Holy shit, this battle is still going. Alright, yeah, let's do the affiliate links next. I really got to wrap this up, get some sleep. Alright, so patrons showed that Society 6, finishing quick is my specialty. Comes on t-shirts and bed sheets, both popular with the ladies. Hideout TV, pays you to watch videos. Swagbucks, to shop online. GameKit, to try games. And free Bitcoin, it's a wallet system for cryptocurrencies. I don't know if anyone heard the cryptocurrency news, but there was a bit of crashes. And I kind of had a feeling because of the whole Turkey situation. I was like, once big countries in the European Union just outright ban cryptocurrency, then yeah, that's not so good for the value of it. Because then you start to realize that there's nothing that you can buy with it. But who knows, we'll see. Like really, if you can still convert it to cash, then you can convert it to that. So if there's one country that's still using it, then hopefully we'll be allowed to use it there and it'll still be worth something. Alright, so what else was there? Oh yeah, the Virtual Mate Sex Machine. If you want to get a hold of that, we got a $10 off on $150 purchases or more. And yeah, the coupon code is there. And oh yeah, that's all these offers are for adults. And this one is for men only. But if ladies need a sex machine, they know who to call. Just kidding, unless our lockdowns ever end. You know, I've been saying that for like a year and a half now. Hopefully they'll end soon. Alright, so yeah, the Virtual Mate, it has shipped, crowdfunded, but it gets mixed reviews. Just remember that. It's not going to be the greatest thing ever. Well, you never know unless you really, really like it. But try not to return it if you hate it after using it, because that would be really gross. Maybe that's how I got the coupon code. They're like, hey, that guy's trying to get people to stop returning these used things. Like, give that man a coupon code. Have you qualified yet? I'm not sure. I already forget. I'll have to watch the replay and see what the hell I was talking about. Alright, click show more information button if you want all these links and more, and including my website. And let's go to the fire screen. Fire! Yeah, might help if I click the fire screen. You know you're tired when you're just like, yeah, let's go to it, and then do nothing. It's like me when I try to get motivated. I'm like, yeah, I'll go clean that. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so we're going into the item bag. What the fuck are we getting in this item bag? Oh, I can't even pronounce that. Let's get something I can pronounce. That'll be good. Yeah, let's go to the item bag, something 420 related. That'd be sick. Alright, so 420 related. Yeah, too bad Clone Evolution, they don't do a 420 holiday. Maybe it's because half the players are kids. Alright, let's see. Let's go with, what's the closest? We'll go with the skull. If you happen to get the Dark Spirit Purple Skull, and it's been changed into a bomb for 420, and it tastes like shit, then give the show a dislike. But if it doesn't happen, you can give the show a like. Really appreciate it.
Just make sure never buy the products from my sponsor, because it will ruin your life. Bye for now, everyone. See you later.
I'll try to say more in the baby voice. Alright, later everyone. See ya. Happy 420! Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, does George qualify for a patron spot? Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. What I should do is do a spot for the patrons list, and I'll do a super chat list. Because dear God, you're definitely dominating the super chat list by a fucking mile. But yeah, anyways, I appreciate everyone else trying on the super chat. George is hard to beat. Alright, see you later. Thanks again, George, and have a good one, everyone, for 420. And for everyone who's not old enough, make sure you don't get into trouble for 420. Alright, see you later. Bye for now.